Hi everyone, thank you very much for joining me for this tarot read. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump on into it. We'll get started here. I'll tell you guys too before we get going, this is going to be a general read, so it may or may not resonate with you. That's just fine, guys. And take whatever messages feel right. Those are going to be the ones that are meant for you. Also, we are going to draw a tarot token at the end of this read, and this is going to be like our energy card for the day. Interesting. I do get that pendulum in my mind when I pull these cards. To me, that's all about karma, something going one way and coming back the other way. I feel it a lot in this unmarked trail. Like somebody is going to be receiving some sort of karma here. I do believe that something's coming to an end. That's why we have this moon maiden. We have new beginnings. It's just like somebody putting on a mask and pretending to be something that they're not. And it's like finally having to sort of give up to the truth. It's like the truth coming out, the truth being revealed of something. This person presenting themselves a certain way and that not being what it is. Yeah, everything is like coming in. It's like somebody tried to present themselves in this garden of Venus energy, this abundance, this beauty, wearing this mask. I don't know if they tried to make themselves what they thought somebody else would like or somebody else would value. Even with that Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. This is like coming due. Whatever this is coming due. This is a matter of the heart too. And I do feel like somebody's heart is going to get broken in all of this. Somebody's going to have to do some healing. But karma's coming into play too. Like I said, so somebody's not getting away with whatever this is, whatever comes about, this mask that someone was trying to wear. When things come clean, it's like somebody's going to have to pay the consequences. But unfortunately, it is going to bring heartache. I can see that too. Even in this straddling worlds too. It's like somebody didn't want to live as sort of like who they truly were. Somebody was trying to hide something about what they were. They were doing it for gain. That's a distinct impression that I get from these cards. It's like they were doing it from gain. They're sort of trying to wear this mask, be whoever they thought was going to get them the most abundance. Right? So if they present themselves in a certain way, they're going to be able to attain some sort of abundance. They're going to be able to fool somebody who's going to give them something. I do feel though, somebody is, whoever they did this to, this person has like a strong intuition. This person has like a strong connection to the universe. And there was like some part of them that said, something's not right here. It's like their intuition told them something's not right here. Something's not right in this situation. I don't know if they knew right away that somebody wasn't who they presented themselves to be. But it's like they felt like something was wrong. They felt like something was out of place. It's like somebody was too focused on material things, material wealth. So this person presented themselves a certain way, but yet they would like say and do things that hinted at their true intentions. And that was part of these red flags that went off. It's like, wait a minute, if you're who you truly say you are, you wouldn't be asking about this kind of thing. You wouldn't be interested in this kind of thing. You would be more interested in the emotional side of stuff, not the material side of stuff. So I do feel like somebody definitely caught on to that. That was one of the red flags that went off, that something was wrong. And the person who's healing is definitely this a tidy house applies to. So they do have a lot of healing to do. They are going to be going through a time where there's definitely heartbreak here, but they have released this toxic energy from their life. This person who presented themselves a certain way, but were not actually like that. We do have fates coming into play here too. The fates. That tells me, again, there's some bigger force at play, which may or may not be karma. I do feel karma a lot in these reads, especially when I get that vision of that pendulum. To me, that is karma. I don't know that this is going to be like one big slap from karma either that this other person gets, because I don't feel like one big crazy ass event happening to this person who this Woodwives represents, this person who is presenting themselves a certain way in this Garden of Venus. But I do feel karma nonetheless. I feel like this is more of like an everyday kind of karma, this person not achieving first this goal that they were after and taking advantage of someone. But I feel like there's more to it than that, and it's like an everyday something they have to answer for. I think it's a level like of uncertainty, daily uncertainty. That dust devil to me represents sort of chaos, like this person living in chaos too. And this is of their own making, because, okay, and that makes a lot of sense. I took a few cards there. I was like, if you don't settle in and plant roots, and you don't do the work to really nurture a life, to nurture what you're doing, you're always going to get sort of like this level of chaos, this level of uncertainty, sort of flitting from one thing to the next. And it's because they don't live, who they truly are. It's because they keep trying to present this mask to be able to attain things from other people, instead of just being like, this is who I am. I love who I am. I embrace who I am. And I'm going to build a life based on that. That's where you're going to get your stability. That's where you're going to get your foundation for the future. And that is exactly what this person is not doing. And that's why they have sort of like this daily karma, like constantly living in this chaos, being unsure of what's coming next. I do feel like this person dodged a bullet when they moved away from this energy. This was like the best thing that could have happened, because this is somebody who is more representative of this like dragon's horde, like selfish, taking for themselves. What is this going to get me kind of thing, instead of what can I put into it? What can I build? This was not like an even partnership. This was somebody who was looking to sort of like take. They don't want to build for themselves. They just want to take from others. And like, that's what's been this winter card too. Like, somebody's going to have to heal from this. This empty well, this time to replenish. This is going to be this person's time to heal and move forward and move on. And it's not going to be easy. There's heartbreak that goes along with this. But having this toxic energy purged from their life definitely benefits whoever this person is. Yeah, and I do feel like this person has sort of like this higher connection with the universe too. As I was getting with this sky bridge, like somebody's got this intuitive ability. So they knew something wasn't quite right, and they were able to trust that. They were able to trust that something's going on here. They're being told by their intuition, by perhaps a higher power, like something's not right. I'm recognizing these red flags. Something feels off about this person. If you're really this way, then why are you so concerned with material things? Why are you so concerned with money? It was like something didn't jive for this person. See, and that's what I feel too in this, whoever this person is who is presenting themselves to be something that they're not totally stupid. They could build the life that they want. They could build a life where they have stability and they're not in like this dust devil energy all the time. It's up to them to do it though. And they keep choosing not to do it. It's like, take back control of your life. If you want this level of stability in your life, if you want this level of abundance, freaking build it. You can't take it from other people. You have to build it for yourself. And I do feel that's what's in the cards here. I do feel this King of Wands, this Emperor energy was somebody that they targeted. This is somebody that they targeted. They were attracted to this person because they sort of represented like this Emperor energy, somebody who had a lot, right? Who had some wealth. They had a lot to offer. And so they wore whatever mask it was to try to attract this person, or this person would find attractive, to be able to sort of like leech off of their Emperor energy, to leech off of their abundance. And like I said, like this, whoever this Emperor is, this King of Wands energy, this person has a strong connection with the universe. They have strong intuition, and they're no fool. And they recognized right away, like, hey, if you are this way, why are you talking about money all the time? Why are you so concerned with things? Why aren't you more concerned with like emotions and building an emotional connection? Like, something's not right here. And they were after wealth. See, and that's what it represents here too. It's like this person was after wealth. They were after this Emperor's legacy. The Fool is about a new perspective. It's like they were trying to hide what their true intentions were. They were trying to hide what they were after. But this Emperor, this King of Wands energy, this person's no fool. This person was able to make that connection that something's not right. Something is not right here. And then instead of, kind of like ignoring it and doing what feels right, I had the courage to step forward and call it out like it is. We do have justice. Justice is balance. And this is where I was feeling this karma too. Things coming back into balance. This Emperor trusting his intuition, trusting what the universe was telling him, trusting those red flags, and having the courage to act on it is going to take him to a time where he has healing, he can find balance, he can rebuild, and he doesn't have a toxic energy in his life. This other person, it's up to them to find some good karma, because they're going to keep living in this dust devil energy until they change, until they find change in their life. I still, okay. And I feel like that's not coming anytime soon. That person is in this Two of Swords energy like they don't see it. I don't know if they're a really immature energy or what this is, but this person does not really make that connection between their choices and the results that they get. I don't feel like they're ready, and then that would make sense too. This Knight of Swords, like arguing when the truth comes out, when they get confronted, like using lies, using all sorts of craziness to try and be like they were doing the right thing, to try and make them seem like they were in the right, or they're being like they feel victimized, they feel attacked, but it's their choices. And if they would just recognize this truth and this personal truth and do the work to attain their own abundance, like they would have probably a pretty good life. But this person is just sort of sitting in this Five of Swords. They're sitting in this Two of Swords, this dishonesty. So financially, shit's going to change for them when this all goes down, because I do feel that Emperor, that King of Wands, is somebody who doesn't put up with crap. This is somebody who's going to be walking away, who's going to be severing ties, healing, moving on and moving forward, and taking all the abundance that he has earned with him. This is not something that this woodwife is going to be able to take with them. They totally got cut off. I feel like financially things are probably going to be in the shit for them. And I can pull more cards, but I have this distinct impression that they're going to be out on the hunt again, putting on a new mask, looking for a new Emperor. Because I don't see this person finding insight. Like, I don't see this person, this High Priestess, she's kind of like walks between the subconscious and the conscious, the light and the dark. She's sort of that in-between, a keeper of secrets, but finding out about secrets. And she can represent that certain level of insight. Being in reverse, it just confirms to me like this person doesn't get it. This person does not seem to understand the abundance that they can build for themselves and have by themselves. And then true partnerships and how both people can bring abundance to a partnership. And then it just grows. It's like they just want to leech off of somebody else's abundance instead of building it for themselves. Now, World card tells me that karma is involved too. The World card is like universal rewards for putting the effort and putting the work in and learning your lessons. When she shows up in a read like this, it tells me this person's going to get exactly the reward that they've earned. They're getting their karma. And their karma is going to be a time of, I believe, financial hardship. Financial hardship because they didn't do the work to get a steady job, to get an education, to be able to build. They don't do anything towards building. They just try to leech off of others. That's what they do, and they're going to go looking for someone else. Like they're going to hit a dry spell too. And this Four of Cups tells me it's like this is not going to work out. They're going to be looking for partnerships all over the place. They're going to be looking for handouts. They're going to be looking for somebody who can turn their wheel of fortune and bring them money. So like they're going to be on the hunt. I don't feel any kind of insight, any kind of personal growth with this one. And I do feel like the karmic reward of that is a financial dry spell. This person's going to be in the shit for a while. Let's grab a few more. And that's what I was feeling too. It's not like one big slap too. This is kind of like an everyday thing. This is an accumulative slap from karma. This person wants to sort of walk around and pretend like they're an empress. Come into that, mooch off of other people's abundance to be able to dress themselves in like fine fancy things, to be able to drive nice cars, live in nice places. And then we have Judgment sitting next to that. Judgment's karma. Getting back what you put out into the world. If you want to be this empress, you have to earn your way to being an empress. You can't fake it and you can't steal it from somebody else. They are responsible for turning their own wheel of fortune. Like nobody's going to turn that wheel for them. On the Two of Wands, it's like this opportunity to choose a path of insight, this opportunity to find learning. It's in reverse. I just keep seeing they're going to keep doing the same thing. This person is not ready to change. They're not ready to find insight. They put what they want first above anybody else. They'll tell lies to be able to attain it, to get this wish fulfillment. They'll keep whatever secrets. Like, they don't go about things the honest way. And so they're never going to get like those true karmic rewards. They're never going to get those true rewards from the universe. It's always going to be juggling and chaos, like moving from one thing to the next. As soon as their lies get found out, they're found out that their intentions are not true, they're going to have to cut ties and move on to somebody else again. Like the Star card is like clarity, right? As soon as that clarity comes, they got to like cut loose and run because nobody wants anything to do with them. Now it's on to the next. What lies do we have to come up with to dupe somebody else? And they're like this little page energy with like their hand out and looking for a handout, looking for somebody to look after them. This immature energy that has nothing to offer themselves. They have absolutely nothing to offer because they haven't done the work to grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally, to build any kind of career, finances, any kind of like anything behind them. They just have nothing aside from empty hands going, gimme, gimme, gimme. Just like, what can somebody give them? What can they benefit from? And that's who they target. And they pretend like they're offering some sort of emotional connection. Like this Knight of Cups, they pretend like they have all of this to offer. This is part of their mask that they wear. This is what somebody's looking for. They're going to pretend like they have it to attain what that person has. But the Eight of Wands is in reverse. That is communication. That is swift change. This person will not communicate the truth. They're not going to communicate who they truly are. And so nothing is going to change for them. This person is going to just keep reaping what they've sown and live in their karma. Like on and on and on. It's up to them to change. We had the Hangman. The Hangman says this person can change their world. They are capable of doing it. But whether they actually do it, at this point, it's not happening. I don't see it in the cards. So we grabbed a tarot token here. This one is, that's not promising. This one is the Tower. And this is what this person is going to keep getting. I feel like this isn't one big tower. It's speaking to like over time, like their life, because they didn't really set that foundation to build anything to fall back on. They're just constantly depending on others. And so when that gets cut off, there's nothing. There's nothing to go back to. There's nothing to rebuild on. They're just looking for somebody else. So I can see in my mind, I see like this downward slide. And I do feel like this is going to be an onward downward slide for a while, which is part of the karma that they earn. They're going to be on the hunt. And like I said back in there, I felt like they're going to hit a dry spell. For them, it is going to be a tower. It's going to be a tower that gets worse and worse and worse. And this is karma, the universe, God's way of saying, hey, now's the time to stand on your own 2 feet. Now's the time to pull up your socks, to get your shit together and build a life on your own instead of building off the backs of somebody else. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed that read. If you did enjoy it, if you found value, please hit that like, that subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out. Take care, guys.